Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death.
Oh,
so
I gotta know, Neal. What's on the other side of those hedges?
Well, you hear the confused and terrified yells of humans, living people.
Yeah,
A few shrieks at first. Yeah, but so let's kick in where you see the hedges begin to move, and you begin to hear some disturbing sounds. You yourself are doing what exactly?
Well, we were returning home to probably rally the skeletons in the orchards.
Right.
But it's been a couple of hours, so the adrenaline's kind of fading. But anyways, so we were walking. We probably would have walked.
You're inside the hedgerow already. You said you were gathering skeletons. Were you gathering the ones from the hedges, or were you gathering them?
No. Those I told you. They're part of the house now. They live here.
Okay. So which ones were you gathering? The rest of them that were just stacked inside?
Stacked inside. No, they're standing. Remember, rank and file. I was mostly joking about storing them horizontally.
Right.
To increase their height.
Okay, so how many do you have then?
38, I think, and plus and then there's 4 with me, and then 9 more spearmen that were also probably in the orchard, unless Rosegrove had needed them for something in the last couple of hours, which I doubt.
No, they're probably here too. And the 9 with Rosegrove
seems an odd
warriors?
Coincidence that they're. Sorry, say again.
The 9 with Rosegrove were warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warriors armed with spears, specializing in such.
All right, so I will give you 1 skeleton warrior spear right here.
Okay.
And then you said you had 38, which is not evenly divisible.
We said it was almost 5.
Right, so we'll just put 1.
You can say it's
2,
4,
3,
and then there's 7
4.
oddballs somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, and this one's got 6 instead of 8, and so 64 minus 16 is 48 HP for that skeleton. So this is your. Oops, let's bring stuff over here. This is your troop. And then you have 4 skeleton warriors with you that were walking with you, right?
Yes.
That you brought back. Okay, so we'll reduce this to 4 and 80. There we go. So this is the troop that you have with you. And you had 64 skeletons in the hedgerow.
Yes, indeed.
And the hedgerow is 900 feet on a side. So 64 divided by 4 divided by 900 is 1 skeleton every 100 feet. 1.7 skeletons every 100 feet.
Okay, yeah. So almost every 50, every 60 or so. I think of it more of a feature of the terrain. Yeah. Like if you try and yeah.
So
that's only every 50. Okay.
But that's still every 50 feet is.
But I think they move and shift, right? Like, so it's more like pushing through. Like there's bones in the rose bushes, right? The skeletons will shift around. So if you'd have to be a dummy to try and push through these hedges.
Yeah, you'd have to be a dummy to push through at all, because who would push through a hedgerow? Why not just go through the front door? That's at least what these people were intending before they got in trouble.
This seems like a suspicious timing, like they were ambushing, like they were waiting for me to get home to attack, or is that just a coincidence?
I think the heat of the battle is a great time for speculation, but not a great time for answers. Ooh, that's way too loud.
Where are we in the process? Are these skeletons that you put on my lawn still in the orchard, or
you have just gathered them, or you are in the process of gathering them together and organizing them into their component units when you hear these noises?
That probably takes a while.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be the spear that I left. If they killed my hunter and my blood knights, I'm gonna be mad. How did they get here without zombies? Like, did you roll to see if they've been ambushed by zombies on the way?
I've taken care of everything, Ryan.
There's like a 1% chance that they get attacked by a snake bear stag and it kills like a spear.
I have taken care of everything.
All right. So I guess let's roll initiative. Is that what's? I mean, we should. Yeah.
We're just gonna do it for either side, though, right? Not for each individual spear, because that's just insane. So give me a flat initiative roll for one of your groups, or for yourself.
Sure. With 3 for modifier, or just
Zero,
flat?
just flat.
0.
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
So we're slow to act. I mean, I'm obviously not expecting these guys to have marched all the way back to Winter's Reach after me.
Right.
That's indeed who this is. So I think they just get shredded on the hedges if they're pushing through.
Okay. So if there's one every 50 feet, every 400 feet is a spear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the incoming soldiers are going to run into more or less a spear of skeletons emerging from the bushes, and the soldiers will make their attacks. And you know what? There's a lot of them. Number of units, there are 8 here. So they will.
So did they like make a perception check? We've even described it as like being like twilight, right?
Yes, this is late afternoon. Not quite twilight, but
So
late afternoon.
I think the skeletons wait in the hedges with ready to attack until the soldiers walk through, and then
I think
provoke it, unless they
last
spot
round
them.
we should have said the skeletons had a surprise attack. So why don't you make an attack roll for the skeletons? Because all this got triggered by the skeletons exiting the bushes and attacking people.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna roll with claws. Number of units. It's 8. So just roll for that whole spear.
Yeah, so that's a miss.
Okay.
And the spearmen return fire with the first spear stabbing at the skeletons for 39 damage. And the second spear up here stabbing at the skeletons.
Yeah. Okay. I think they would all need to declare their attacks at the same time, right? They can't be like one. Like if the skeletons are spread out over hundreds of feet, attacking different guys in different spears.
Right. I'm not going to have all the spears.
The skeletons
attack
go
all the
down
skeletons.
for sure, right? 40. Oh, I guess. What is. Okay.
What?
Okay. Keep rolling, I guess. So I'm just saying they should all be wasting their round declaring these attacks, killing the hedges and the skeleton. Like, because the. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all. Most of them are fighting the skeletons. I don't think they can all engage with the skeletons since they're so spread out, but I'll give half the spears an engagement with that. And the third spear makes attacks against the skeletons. A 10 is not going to hit. So we have 25 HP worth of skeletons. That is 4 skeletons left in the hedgerow. While the other ones, the ones that aren't like spread out fighting skeletons, are going to march to the front and form up here. Like this, with a set of bowmen on the other side too. And for chat, let's take a look, because we got a whole bunch of units appearing up here on the north. The soldiers line up in formation, and the bowmen have taken their... Is that a full move or a half move? Oh, that's definitely a full move. Yeah, so they've moved to position and are loading bows. There's a single knight out in front. Well, not like out in front, just like right in front of the first group of skeletons, pointing his sword in your direction, speaking commands that are out of earshot of you, and it becomes the party's turn.
Yeah. I turn back and lock eyes with this knight. I issue commands to the skeletons to get them moving first, and I think the command is just to charge. So, because we don't have our archers with us. So how quick they can move at moving rate 14? Can skeletons execute a charge, or is that not even a...
No, they cannot
They
charge.
just move 140 yards?
Yeah.
So that's the hedgerow in the round, right? But then they
140.
can't attack. Is that
Right.
the idea?
So
Okay.
140 yards is 420 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll get to the hedgerow but not be able to engage.
So I think they'll get to engage, but they won't get to make attacks.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And I don't think they want to be funneled on this side of the hedges. I think they would just and they aren't affected by the. They wouldn't. I guess these skeletons are dying anyway, so it doesn't matter. But so I think they'll move through and past the hedges, right, and engage the archers. So the archers are probably gonna have a hard time taking shots. They're like readying their bows as the skeletons just run them down.
Well, tell me again. Sorry, I was messing with some CSS. How do you get this past these people and go to the?
We just outflank them, I guess. I mean,
so
I guess
your skeletal warriors can definitely perform those maneuvers, but your regular skellies are mindless.
So I think they're
dum-dums.
probably getting a flank more like this. Yeah, and then we aren't using any firing into melee rules, are we?
We haven't been thus far.
All right, so archers can make shots at 2 units engaged in melee without that. That seems to me like what.
I'm just a little curious if these skeletons can have the foresight with their basic intelligence to flank.
Well, they're charging. They've murdered some. They can't. Yeah, I think they're just running at these. I think it's the most right. They just collide with the other forces.
Yeah, you don't think that they would just like stack up like this, like all en masse pushing in? You think they would actually spread out?
It's the issue of the round, right? I think. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think they would like push through there. Like we're looking at, I guess the rounds are like snapshots of the battle, right?
Right.
So you can put them there formed up because they don't get attacks this round. They engage probably just with the front lines.
Yeah.
While the archers are getting ready behind them. I guess the archers, okay. But the archers won't get a second shot at the end of the round because they moved.
They didn't even get a first shot. Yeah.
There's only one knight in the front.
Each spear has its own knight, and then there's the commander of the entire group all together.
Yeah, can I make a spiritual weapon in the same round that I use it? Was that something we decided?
I believe so. What do you mean? Why can you not find?
Spiritual weapon, create a link, blah blah blah. The effect lasts 1 round per point. For life drained, you're drained. Anything? It doesn't. It just says it lasts 1 round per, but it's just a quick draw of blood.
Right. So I think you can cast spiritual weapon in the same round that you make an attack with.
Yeah. So I draw a bolt. Stab myself with it or whatever to get some of my blood on it and load it up and fire at the knight. I'm not a very good shot, but it's worth doing something. I think I'll start probably moving, and well, we'll see how the battle goes. It's probably not going to go well.
And what are you doing with these groups back
They'll
here?
Attack in a second. Let's make Massacre's attack. I think it's base D20. Can I move within a
you can do
short range for a crossbow? So 180, it's 60 yards, right? So 180 feet. If I'm
60 yards, 180 feet.
And I don't think I don't have any. I'm a necromancer. I don't have any fighting styles or anything, so I can't move and shoot at the same time, right?
Right.
So these guys are at short range. So I guess I probably don't get to make my attack this round, right? I've got to walk forward, make a spiritual weapon, and then shoot it at short range if I want to be short range. So I guess that's what we're doing.
So you'll spiritual weapon next round then, because you won't be able to use it this round.
And this, where did these? So this should be 9 spearmen, right? Oh, and there's a skeletal mage hanging around too. He's probably just been by my side the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not a mage yet. Well,
he was a mage. Now he's a skeleton.
He might be a mage again someday later. We'll see.
Right.
So is that what I'm trying to figure? I should only have 9 troops or something. So these guys come with me. I think they would. I think they'll like throw their spears as they engage.
Your warriors?
Yeah, right. Right, and stay flanked with me.
Okay.
seems like a natural action for them to do, right? And they'll
Sure,
pick up new weapons as we enter the battle or whatever.
They move forward and they can all roll.
So this round they'll probably do the same as me, right? They'll have to close to throw. Although these guys are warriors.
They're
not
but the
missile
range,
warriors.
they can still throw their spears just at a lower bonus to hit.
Yeah, so they'll stay with me, I guess, is the
okay.
And we'll do something next round.
Spear range is 10, 20, 30 yards, so it's much shorter.
So I can move 120. I can move as far as I need to, right? But short range is 180 feet.
Yeah.
So I want to be
right there.
Like right there, I guess. Yeah. Covered by my spearmen.
A little closer, maybe.
Okay. And then what is... I'm still trying to figure out what... So this is...
What are you trying to figure out? What do you seem to be stuck on?
Partial spear. Is this...
The one over here?
Yeah.
That is the representation of the skeletons that were in the hedgerow.
No. This like half HP skeleton warrior. Is that one skeleton warrior?
I don't know what skeletal warrior you're talking about.
Blood Knights. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Ryan.
All right, I figured it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
We can roll into the next round, I believe.
Excellent.
Yeah.
In this sort of mass combat, we're just going to alternate rather than rolling initiative every time. That's how the That's how the 2e book says to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm about to get rolled.
All right, the group of spears are going to start. Let's take a look over here. Starting with this guy on the left, they will let's start with the hedgerow over here, the people that got ambushed by these skeletons. The first group will fight back at the skeletons with a miss. The second group will fight back at the skeletons with an even worse miss. And the third group will finally bring down the rest of the skeletons in the hedgerow. So 2 rounds of 3 spears on 1 spear, and it finally breaks the skeletons, and these guys are free to move next round. I guess technically those skeletons will get their attack and damage at the end of this round, so let's not forget them. Oops. Over on this side, let's bring the camera over. We get this guy on the left stabbing forward at the undead hordes that approach them. No good. Second group stabs at the undead hordes with a 16 to hit. Will do it for 43. And the third group will wildly miss, while the 2 archers in the back aim and let loose inward. One on this group.
There's many layers of cover. They can arc up and over, but I feel like doing like an arc shot like that should at minimum reduce your range, right? So even if you're at short range, you're adding to your range. If you've got to I
was gonna give them cover for the rows of soldiers. Yeah.
I thought the cover rules were by the number of units, right? Didn't you discuss doing that at some point? If there's 1, it's the -2 cover. If there's 2, it's like half cover. If there's 3, it's 3/4 cover. And
that was the plan.
4, it's full cover.
Yeah, we were going to do each row of units is 25% cover.
So Malsifer would be in full cover to these guys. So they'd be shooting blind, maybe at long range.
Yeah, they're not
something.
Targeting Malsifer. I don't think they can even see Malsifer. But they are going to try and target these skeletons back here. So there's going to be a few groups in between. These guys have AC 17. Is that right?
They're shooting at warriors in chain with shields.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna need natural 20s then.
Yeah,
I think
it's a bad shot, but I think they can spot like the command squad or whatever, if you will, and they critically miss.
Natural 1. Not what we. Oh my god! They both critically miss.
Can we roll 1? I was gonna say if they were firing into melee, I would definitely be asking for you to roll attack rolls against their allies. But I feel like double 1s one of them should make a saver's death in any case, right?
I'm gonna actually. I like where you're going with this. I'm gonna roll it in a slightly different way. I'm gonna give them morale checks because, unbeknownst to you, they have a plan, and the plan does not include all of these monsters being here right now. So I think the archers get into place, begin to draw their bows as the skeletons clash into the ranks of the spearmen, and the archers, really expecting a cakewalk and not very well armored, start to get nervous and their knight is yelling at them to fire, and they sort of notch their bows, and they're looking around, and the skeletons are breaking through the ranks a little bit and getting pushed back, and their shots all just kind of fall in all directions, and the bowmen get cold feet and make some morale checks.
It's fair.
The first group passes with flying colors. The second group is going to break, though. They're not ready for this shit, and they begin to back out. Why don't you take your turn, and I'll have their commander try and rally with charisma checks.
We actually haven't rolled. Did I roll 2 10s in a row? Did that happen, or have we not rolled second?
We're not rolling second. We're not rolling.
Oh yeah, we're just taking turns. Yeah. Right, gotcha. And you recorded all damage?
I've recorded all damage.
All right.
It is your turn.
Yeah. So let's resolve that shot versus the knight.
Are you targeting the knight? You're gonna have 2 rows of cover if you're gonna try and pick a single unit out.
I guess it's not worth it. Never mind. Don't even need to bother using that spiritual weapon or even making that spiritual weapon. Right?
For you, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
I was
all of
planning
your
on taking the spiritual weapon crossbow attack, but I guess I just need range.
I thought you were talking about your spearmen throwing into at the knight.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll all just engage if it looks like they're fleeing. So keep advancing. Got my let's do skeletons first, just to
all right.
Get the bookkeeping out of the way.
Do you want to start with that one group that was over in the hedgerow that is now dead, but they get one last attack, and there's 4 of them?
I had totally forgotten.
Yeah,
sure.
There's 4 of them over there.
I don't.
Their token is gone, but
I'll
you can
just
use
roll
any
with the
other
regular
token.
group of skeletons. Pardon me while I scroll around blindly. Okay, there we go. With just claws for this one. 4 of them. Miss.
Okay, so that group is now dead. Cool.
Okay, and I think these guys are armed with improvised weapons and skins. Shields are pretty easy to come by too, aren't they? Well, maybe not.
They can be made out of wicker for your troops.
Yeah. All right, so let's do weapon attacks. I don't know which one this is. But they'll all attack at full strength this round.
Right. Except for the one that only had 6 to begin with. Miss.
One that only had 6?
Yeah. Miss. And the third row
is a hit
for 16 damage.
We don't resolve crits. Okay, so that's the one here on the front right. Mm-hmm. Can these 2 in the back be provoking attacks of opportunity to move through enemy units? I guess that's a dumb thing, but it just seems weird that they'd be piled up traffic jam style for a minute, right? I think at this point they'll slow move through the brush and circle around a flank, right? That's what I was.
Yeah, I think at this point they start moving around for the sides.
Well, totally. I think in one round they can, even at half movement, that's 30.
Yeah, they can push through
and
the hedgerows and their own people.
So they can.
That's fun.
I think they can flank around and make attacks this round, right?
Sure, it's not a far distance for them to go.
Yeah, so we'll have them.
Oh, is that the left side one?
33 on the left.
Okay. Oh, left side takes a huge amount of damage.
And a miss on the right.
Okay.
Malcifer and the warriors advance, so we can move. Plenty. Yeah, I don't think I think I can engage, right? So what, you can make a full move and attack, correct?
A half move and attack. We've been doing this for 20 years, Ryan.
Charge. Yeah. Well, okay. So I think skeletons and warriors. I thought movement didn't affect your melee attacks. Am I?
If you do a half move and make a melee attack, or a full move and no attack.
Okay. All right. And then I think we'll roll into the next round. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all that has resolved. At the very, very end of the round, this spear of bowmen that is fleeing, their commander will get a charisma check to rally his soldiers and keep them from totally fleeing forever. So he's running after them, shouting at them, "Get back here! I'll have your heads! I know where your families live! Stand your ground!" And it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the next round. That group is going to continue to bolt another 360 feet, while these fresher spearmen come in for the attack from the sides. 120 yards is 160 feet, which is 180 feet to move and attack. Okay, so you can move and attack, you can move and attack. This group cannot attack, but they will move into position over here. And then we're gonna start with this guy on the top. They've got 8. They will rip into this group of skeletons.
Forgot about these guys.
Bottom group, they're gonna flank as well. Wild miss. Guys on this one is gonna attack the straight down as before. They took a shit ton of damage last round, so they only have 4 units remaining out of their original 8. So they'll attack with 4 with a hit for 20 damage. Middle group will attack. They still have 8. Miss. Right group will attack. They should have a lot less. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's correct. This middle group the right group will attack with, they have Neal, math. 32 divided by 6 is 6 soldiers, rounded up. So they have 6 units here. They will hit for 26 damage. Nice. And this middle group of skeletons has 3 in it after everything. And the bowmen will... they're just going to reposition to the side and take a missile shot here at this guy. That will be their only shot this round, which is a miss. And that is all of these people. To be honest, I don't actually think the Knight's HP is mixed in with these groups. So whenever a spear group dies, there's still going to be a Knight with them. Oh god, that means we're not accounting for the Knights' attacks while the spearmen are fighting. Maybe we should just create a separate spear of Knights. That's probably the right way to go about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's not on top of this though, right?
It would be, instead of having the Knights included in each individual spear, I'm just going to pull them out as a separate unit.
Okay, but then each guy should take, right, they were originally set up as 8 dudes, right?
They should be, yeah, they're HP with 8, yes, but there's also a Knight with them that wasn't being accounted for anywhere. They were all 1 Knight weaker than they ought to have been. Okay, each spear hasn't, so there's 9 person groups, right? Each spear had a Knight with them. Yeah.
And put that one like right in the middle or something.
Right, so we're gonna have one group of 7 Knights that has 140 HP. And I guess this group, we'll just have them right here now, and they can move and try and fight this skeleton group. All right, here we go. We have 7 regular Knights in here. A 10 is not going to do it against the skeletons. Unfortunate.
That's a lot of damage.
Wrecked them. Yeah. And that is the end of this spearman. It is now the undead's turn.
All right, so this group gets a round, even though they died, right? So they still get their attacks even if they fall. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so number of units 8 is a miss. All right, I guess we'll just go down the line. Weapon attacks. There's another. That's not 8. 44 is 44 HP. Is how many skeletons? Each skeleton has 8, right?
Right. There should be a marker on them how many there are. So whatever's in the green circle is how many skeletons are active this round.
Okay, yeah, this round.
Yeah, I've already done all the math for you.
Okay.
And to be honest, the skeletons from this other hedgerow on the right side are probably coming out and attacking now too. You want an extra spear of units that has emerged.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Looks like we're all there. Are these guys armored in more than leathers? Do they have metal armor?
The spearmen have leather and shields for 15 AC. The knights have chainmail and shields for 17 AC.
So these attacks are all in vain.
Miss.
I think this under the. Yeah, so I think this spear is going to like step forward to replace these fallen knights. I don't know how many can fit in a space at a time.
I think that they could. They're skeleton warriors. I think the two can just switch. Skeleton warriors push forward. The other skeletons get like outmaneuvered by their superiors. Mm-hmm.
Sure. So they'll make a weapon attack. There are 9 of them, so I guess we can just roll with 9. Ooh, and it's a miss. Bummer. My blood knights, however, I think will be doing some damage through the hedges here. It's only 5 of them, so let's come in here for do we roll flank attacks or anything?
I haven't been thus far, but we could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter. So for a 16 ought to hit.
Ooh,
with 31 damage, is that right?
Yeah, is that against the middle group?
That's this right here.
Okay.
That's the blood knights. Those are my level 5s. Is that already? Are these guys have upgraded?
Ooh, 31 rips into these guys.
Okay. And Malsper's staying in the back, and I think he's going to call his elk if it's around. I think you just sort of shouting or groaning in Gadian, whatever the word for elk is.
It'll come out of the stables.
In the yard somewhere. It starts trudging over.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there are skeletons in the hedges, right?
Yeah, I've added a spear on the right side for you.
Yeah, so I think Malsper is like shouting to rally, and the skeletons from the hedges disengage themselves from the branches, from the brambles, and advance. Where did you add that spear?
On the right side.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll pop in next round, I guess.
Yeah, there are 6 more spears in the hedgerow, so if they will probably be trickling in 2 spears, then 2 spears, then 2 spears. So every round you'll get 2 more regular spears of skeletons that join you.
Yeah, how fast can I... No, I think I'll wait for my... If I back up, do I still have cover? Yeah, I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Malsper will just move back the yard and I'll see if I can cut the distance between me and the elk. How far can I just move if I'm engaged?
360. 360 would be walking if you want to run it. No, 360 is normal movement. Yeah. That's like
so there's like
a
half of my move. Do I see the elk, or is it?
The elk is in the barn. It's heading out now.
Okay. So I go to like meet it halfway, and next round I'll mount up or something.
Sure. We'll just move you right around here-ish, and you'll get on the elk and everything.
Mortal attacks. Living.
Did you take care of this group on the right? It doesn't look like they made any actions this round.
Oh, they're moving in. I figured they won't. I mean, so they'll be coming in over here or whatever.
I was figuring they could get an attack this round because it's so damn close.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you don't want to, you can forgo the attack if you want. That's fine by me.
Yeah, and I think these. We'll go for it. 15 on hit. So they claw at the. So the archers, like, they withdraw, they take their shots, and then from like the side or the rear, like the skeletons have been drawn out of the. Out of the hedges at the scent of blood, and they claw them to pieces.
Okay, end of the round. The one commander on the far left tries to rally the archers one more time. Oh my god, another botched charisma roll. His troops are fucking breaking, and he's gonna follow with them. They are effectively out of combat.
Are these the archers that we're running, or?
Those are the archers that we're running, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now we head back to the next round. Let's make sure all numbers are correct. There should be 2 here. You should be 4. You should be 3. Yes. You're still 4.
Is it getting
you're
dark?
3.
Are we we're ruling that there's still enough light for no combat penalties?
It's been like, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes since
Yeah,
this is
so
the third
time's
combat
not going
round?
to change. So it's just going to stay twilight with no bonus or penalties, just mood lighting.
Yeah, I think so. And this group up here, 26 is 4, 5 left in this group. I think these numbers are all accurate now. Oh no, this group of skeletons was wounded. What is 38 divided by 8? 5. Wonderful. Okay, so next round. Skellies on the right. They're going to attack. I'm not Skellies, Spearmen on the right.
Soldiers.
Yeah,
You
soldiers.
wish you were playing a necromancer.
You get all the fun toys today. All right, they will rip this first group of skeletons to the ground and move into here.
Can you not delete that token?
Oh,
Because they
you're right.
return fire right as those guys advance. But
Correct.
It's only 2, but
All right, so this other group, I'm just going to move on top. We'll move these guys
yeah.
slightly.
We'll resolve it on the skeleton's turn, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This group right here. No, we're going to start with this group up here. They're going to attack straight down. There are 4 of them, and their attacks are fruitless. Just sort of stabbing into the skeletons, trying to get somewhere, but these skeletons are mostly air, and notoriously difficult to hit. This middle group will attack straight down as well, and strike home, doing 45 damage.
That's my warriors, right?
Yeah, that actually rips one of your warriors, I believe.
Bastards. Bringing it to 8, which is a nice round number.
Oh, was it
I
9
wasn't
before?
kill anymore. Yeah, I had 9 spearmen.
Okay, whoops. Then I should
Oh, add more
adjust these
HP.
numbers. Yeah, because I had it marked as 8.
Yeah.
How many? What's the HP of a skeleton warrior?
Sorry, they keep changing as they
32?
level up. These are just regular skeleton. These are like level 3 skeleton warriors.
Okay, so 20.
That is 20.
So add another 20 to here. Oops. Excellent. There we go. And this group on the side will attack straight down. There are 6 of them. They can't hit shit. The knights are going to... They see the bowmen in trouble. And they are going to break from their current engagement and come attack these guys. So I think that's going to give the spear an opportunity attack against them. Since they don't disengage, they just move to somewhere else.
No
Alright.
dice.
They will come in against these skeletons attacking their archers. There are 7 of them. They will hit and begin to shred those skeletons, but not quite enough to kill them. The archers will attack with the spear with their sidearms. They don't really have sidearms. They will disengage this round. That's their
The
action.
archers? Okay,
Yeah. They're just going to disengage and move further to the right.
Watch out, there's more skeletons in the bushes.
They're in all the bushes. These folks would love to attack the ones to their right and just finish them off, but they can't. These skeleton warriors are pushing through the bushes, and they turn to face them and do their best. Attacks. There are 3.
Oh,
Oh my god, so good.
dink, dink, dink.
And these guys will also attack those in the bushes.
Oh
They
no!
have a full-
Can they get a full-on attack?
It's an angle. Maybe half of them can attack.
Yeah, so
I'll
yeah.
cut this damage by half then. So
I guess they
45
can move
is.
into the bushes and flank or something like that. But I
I
still
don't
feel
think
like
they can move into the bushes. I think
Yeah.
only half of them can get. So they'll do 22 instead of 45 damage.
okay, and that might even does that bring down a blood knight?
It will.
Maybe not.
Yeah. They brought down 2 blood knights thus far.
One.
One from
Yeah,
this group.
there's-
Yeah.
No. One blood
Is-
knight, one level 3, one level 5.
Oh. Okay. So wait, is this the level 3 group over here?
The
Or the level 5 group?
let's see. The one here that was 4. This was 4 level 5 skeleton warriors. This one in the middle was 9 level 3 skeleton warriors. I'm just looking at the HP of skeleton warriors. Level 5 skeleton warriors.
These people shouldn't have had that HP. They should have had.
Level 5 is 32 HP. So if it just barely brings one down, looks like.
Yeah, so they should have had 128 HP max, and they've taken 22 and 11 damage, right? Or 33. So they should have been at 128 out of 128. Then minus 33. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That resolves all of the humans' turns. Go for it. You've got your one group of two that's about to die.
Yeah. Let's see if they do take a soldier down with them. Double sixes. Nice.
Ooh, that actually kills 2 soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one spear gone. Maybe I should record those dead skeletons now. Or
I'm marking them over here. I'm marking your dead.
Wait, where are you marking? Oh, on a separate, and we'll deal with it after the battle.
Yeah, I'm just stacking dead skeleton groups on the side.
Okay. All right, and then wait. That was the 2. Sorry, I lost the battle.
Oh, sorry.
All right. All right. Let's do the Blood Knights first, I suppose. Still rolling as 4. A 15 ought to hit. 16 damage.
Absolutely. Was that group of 5?
This one here, yeah.
Okay. I want to. If that is the level 5 group, I just want to make sure they're doing enough damage. They should be doing D8 plus 3. These all did D8 plus 2, so we need to add another 6 damage on top of that.
Plus another 6
4
from
damage
last round.
So 4 and 4.
So 4 damage plus 4 from last round for 8.
Right. So 8 and 16 is enough to actually wipe this unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think they do emerge from the hedges and enter the fray. And let's do these warriors. So this guy started the round at 8, it looks like. For a miss, the spearman in the center started the round at 9. 22 is a hit.
Oh.
67 damage. Is that
to the middle group?
To the middle, yeah.
Oh, they get cut down.
Those are the. Oh, no, that's just a regular spear. Okay. Okay, and then this guy started the round with 5. 14 does not hit with their shields, it sounds like.
Nope.
But a 19 will. There's 26 damage. This one is partial group here.
Ooh, is not good. That group is basically dead. It's got 1 soldier left in it.
Okay. And these guys over here miss. The archers flee. Malcifer is reunited with his elk, I believe.
You may mount it.
And we will return to battle. So this round we will move. Moving right 12 is just 12 times 3 is 360. So we can actually move to that towards the hedges, right?
Easy peasy.
Engage next round. Cool.
All right. Beginning
And then I think the soldiers will get another shot, or another shot at the morale check.
No, the first group of soldiers is fucked off. They're done. They're running. 2 failed morale checks.
Yeah.
And they're just gone. At the end of this round, we've lost 2 groups of spearmen entirely. The center of their lines have been broken, and they're getting cut off from each other. This is not an ideal situation. We are going to give the whole army one quick morale check. See how it goes. It's very borderline. Very borderline. I'm not sure how to roll that. We'll say they fight one more round, but they are breaking unless they can do something major. This is not looking good for them. So, starting on the left side of the battle, the 8 remaining fresh soldiers will cut into the level 5 skeleton knights. Hoping to roll that natural 20. 19 is good enough. They will rip them for 38
bastards,
damage.
that's another. 2 blood knights down.
The top group will rip in as well. Only 6 here. Wild miss. Next group over here. They are in a seriously dangerous spot. This is the group that I'm going to actually give them their own separate morale check because they're getting surrounded and their flank is broken. And they definitely fail. So this group will disengage and flee. They cannot go the whole distance. They want 112. They can go to here probably. Excellent. This single solitary soldier who's in so much trouble also wildly fails his morale check and will disengage and flee. Leaving us with the bowman on the right, who will take shots at this group of skeletons. There are 5 of them. 15 will hit for 18 damage, killing all but 1 skeleton in the group. The knights will ignore that group of skeletons and hit these guys. There's 7 of them, but 8 is not going to do it. They slash at the knights at the skeletons wildly, keeping their shields in front of them with 1 guy like facing this bat group. And it does not look good for our humans. Party's turn. Current green circles are accurate for this round.
Yeah, things are looking just fine on the undead side of things. Quite lovely, in fact. Looks like Matthew is doing a live action sketch of the battle.
Ooh.
You want to check in on our pretty little skellies?
I absolutely do. I also want to draw attention to the fact that 2 new groups of skeletons join the fray, having come through the rose groves. One of them approaches from the east, and one of them is approaching from the west.
All right. Let's start with these warriors because I've got them selected. Ooh. Oh, are they only +4 to hit? I think that also needs to be increased.
Yes,
level 5 warriors. So I think that should hit. Warrior skeleton 5 is +5 to 6 to hit. Yeah.
So that would be a 15.
17 damage.
Yeah. 17 plus 3 more should be 20 damage. 20. Against which group?
I don't know. You can decide.
Oh, we'll do it against the top group.
Yeah. This one here will also advance and attack the top group for 15 damage.
Against the top group, you said?
Yeah. I think these skeleton warriors can just circle around and surround our poor knights.
Mm-hmm.
So warriors first. There should only be 8 at this point, I believe. One of them died. 13 will miss.
Right, there should be 8. Oh.
Yeah, I reduced it. I don't know if I didn't reduce the HP though. These guys though, 5 is a miss. 21 is a hit, so 13 damage.
Yeah.
On the right, there's no escape.
They are surrounded. The knights begin to stand back to back, forming a circle.
No, nobody cares about that one skeleton.
That one sad skeleton.
And we have Malcifer and the zombie elk just busting through the hedges.
Mm-hmm.
You can erase a hole in the wall if I need to patch that up later.
It's fine.
And let's have the zombie make some attacks.
Elk are pretty big. Elk could push through a few feet of hedgerow, right? No problem.
Yeah. I think this is probably where they break, right? As the elk crashes through the hedges and charges this
oh my god, what is that? What is that thing?
Zombie monsters? Is that what this is called?
Mm-hmm.
Zombie. Large zombie. Rolls a +2 to hit for prey. It's actually not that powerful of an attack, but it's got a lot of HP. I don't know. Anyways, do I have a character for that, or I'll just roll the one?
Just roll it, yeah.
D20 +2 is a miss. Malcifer.
Do you have a spiritual weapon?
I don't have. I can make one in the same round that I use it, but I think I'll just do a high ground bardish attack as from atop the elk. A 15 will hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought about doing an unholy strength on myself, but I figured, does it really, like, mechanically, do I really need an extra +1 of damage when I've got the zombie horde, the undead horde? 7 points of damage though with the bardish, so that Malcifer even decapitates a soldier. Not quite. Yep. Not quite. Nicks him. If I had that unholy strength,
Would have been good. Would have been good.
And there are skeletons coming in from the hedges. Those two off to the side retreated, right, or died?
No, they're still in retreat. This is their actual position when
really?
these skeletons break out. Yeah, so they're like running for their lives when new skeletons like show up in front of them.
Yeah, so these guys will make an attack. Oh, 30 points of damage to the first.
Oh, it's gone. It just the skeletons just burst from the bushes. The soldiers are in like a scattered disarray, and the skeletons like move into their broken lines and rip the people to shreds. They fall left and right. This one single soldier sees the skeletons and will beeline this direction.
He can zigzag and run down the hill.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He gets away. He'll be fine. It's fine.
On the other side of everything, though, these bowmen are getting approached from behind and might not even notice the skeletons arriving. Nope, they do. Okay.
Oh. Okay, but it's a miss.
It's a miss. Okay.
And
is that everyone?
Roll into the next round, where I think these poor militiamen turn tail and run for their lives.
Yeah, I think so. Let me make sure I've done all the correct calculations on all the unit HPs.
Well, I guess the warriors are going to have to go down fight the knights. The knights are going to go down fighting, I think.
Oh yeah, they have no. They're surrounded.
Maybe they'll punch through and try to escape to the right.
Maybe.
For now, they're surrounded.
Well, they're going to... Let's start our attack on this wounded group here. The knights will attack this group with a 7 units striking, 14? I think that's enough for 38 damage, which will rip this group of skeletons. The bowmen are gonna make a morale check because it's not looking great for their companions nearby, but they're still on like a protected flank if they can kill this group of skeletons. And they have sidearms with them. They have clubs. Or like improvised, like shitty. They don't have enough money for short swords, so they've got like whatever random crap they could be equipped with.
That's lucky. I mean, maybe if any of them get out, maybe they'll get word of how effective these clubs are against the skeletons.
They pass their morale check with flying colors, and will make their attack roll. They don't get their bow attack. They have +0 to hit, so I'm just gonna roll 5d20 greater than, what do we need? 12? Greater than 12.
You're going to break down into individual attacks. I'm okay with that.
No, it's the same thing that we've done. Oh, no, you're right. It should be 1d20.
One attack roll for the whole group.
You're totally right. 1d20. 3 is a miss.
Missing.
So they're engaged.
That would have dealt double damage.
Mm-hmm. They are engaged and club fighting with them. This one spearman over here, he will duck and weave and bob and run as fast as his little legs will carry him.
He can go up off the map, I think. I assume that's like down a hill into town or something.
Yeah, but he's specifically going to the west. That's where he wants to go.
Okay.
This group is caught between the warriors and the elk riding Mousifer.
They've got to run.
Yeah. Morale
they
check.
turn to ill and run.
Roll
morale check, but
double 10s, worst possible morale.
Not to mention all the extreme penalties for facing down a charging zombie bull elk.
It's a mess. They flee. Joe?
Should we make a bunch of OAs as they run, or do they withdraw?
No, they are withdrawing. They've had some level of training to not. Well, actually, they did roll double 10. I think they rout. You're right. And anything other than that,
if they try to withdraw, they're just going to get. I mean,
they'll be chased down.
They don't know this. I mean, they're I don't know who knows going on in their head, but they'll be chased down by Mousifer and because they can't out withdraw the skeletal warriors, and
they can only outrun. So they drop their shields, drop their spears. They're not strapped to your arms shields. They're holy shields, which have its own side effects, but they will run. So give me.
So I'm going to make. Let's see. Here's 2d20 for Mousifer, and let's see. Let's do them individually. So here's Mousifer. Oh, there might even be a 2 for back attack, but that's still a miss. The elk criticals though. So that's
2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, we can call this elk a hero elk worthy of a crit, right?
Totally.
Plus
4.
Does the 2 get doubled as well?
The 4 is from strength, so no. So just the D4 doubles.
Okay, 2d4 plus 4.
Oh my
10 points of
god.
damage. And then the Blood Knights, I can just roll as a single attack.
Yep, there's 2
with their
units
weapons.
there.
There's only 2 of them. 16 is still a hit though.
Yeah.
14, and there's actually a bonus on that.
16 damage. Okay.
Yeah. So they turn tail and run. They're cut down. Do a couple of them escape though?
3 of them escape.
Yeah.
Hold on. They started. Where did they start? They started here, so they can go. Shit. They can go 360. Yeah. They can bolt this far, and this one guy gets to there. Okay. Against the knight, the group of knights and the spearmen.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about my regular skellies. Oh, and there's some skeletal spearmen there. Oh, it's gonna be a mess.
No.
That's no good.
Is that against the knight?
But the knights do have
17 AC. Chain
do they
and
get
shields.
shields from all sides?
I think the knights at this point are like clumping together back to back, facing all around them.
Okay, that seems fair for mass combat to just simplify it.
Especially for knights. Maybe a group of spearmen could be surrounded, but the knights have their shit together. They're trained warriors. Okay.
One last group here against the cudgel-wielding archers. Nope.
Their poverty may be their bane? Boon? Maybe their boon. You know? Next round, let's make sure all of our unit HPs are correct. That's correct. This one group also fled. Right. This one group did... Actually, give me an attack of opportunity for this guy as this one group fled.
Nope. So it's one guy, right?
Yeah, it's one guy. He also bolts this way. So this is 44 HP divided by 8. Whoops, 44 divided by 8 is indeed 6 units. That's correct. Divided by 8, that's correct. Okay, all these unit numbers are correct everywhere. So, humans' turn. Spearmen will make their last attack because they are getting a little desperate here. 3 is no good. They will bolt next round. The knights will change their target to this next group of skeletons on the side. And there are 7 of them. 17 is a hit for 44
Ouch.
damage. Ripping into them.
They might have a chance. Oh, wait.
Nope. The remaining soldiers all flee desperately, and Malcifer gets another 2 units of regular skeletons that show up from Rose's reinforcements.
Okay, this is getting towards the last. There may be another round or 2 of reinforcements, actually.
Yeah.
These guys are going to close it, like join the fray. So let's just do a bunch of attacks against these poor knights. The 20s. 55 damage from the warriors with spears.
That's not good. That drops 2 knights right away.
Okay, here is... Looks like this guy started as 8, or is that left over from last round? I think that's left over.
Which
3.
guy?
Oh, no, that was just now. The skeleton's on the left.
Oh,
So
right.
miss.
Right.
There's 6 more. There's 3 more. 12 damage from this group over here on the side.
That'll do.
And then our lone skeleton that no one cares about. No.
So we're down to 3 knights instead of 7 in this group as they huddle back to back.
And I think one of the last things they see as they go down fighting is going to be Malcifer atop his monstrous zombie elk, flanked by the 2 remaining Blood Knights. Closing. Oh, I guess we've got these guys over here by the bowman to resolve, right?
Yeah.
Miss, but there's, I guess, a round of reinforcements coming at them. They might have seen them coming, but it's so dark. They were on them before they had a chance.
The light falls. So do the soldiers.
And I think I guess we need to check and see how many more the knights take down.
Yeah, the knights might take down another group somewhere.
There is no escape for you.
It's their last turn. They don't need to make a morale check. They will fight to the bitter end.
Well, it doesn't help that they're totally surrounded by dozens of skeletons.
All right,
There's
3
nowhere
knights
to run.
go into the skeletons on the left. 11 is no good. Ryan, take him out.
All right. Let's see. No. Come on. Don't got all day. 1, 2, 3 missiles. Not gonna happen. Oh, there's dink.
That's 11.
Pinging them off slowly.
A knight is wounded badly.
We can say that reinforcements are going to come over from this side. So this one skeleton, nobody loves you. Just go away.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
This one will come and replace it though. With at 8, 14 is a miss. Mousifer will fire just a regular crossbow bolt into the fray. There might be some cover on that.
Are there any bonuses to hit?
Anyways.
No. Okay.
No, I'm a spell. Yeah. Magic man. I'm a magic man.
Mm-hmm.
No bonus to hit.
All right. Is it the human's turn?
Yeah, give them another round, and then maybe the Blood Knights will go into the fray and try and clean things up.
3. They will.
Ooh, they will take down. Was that against the skeletal warrior or against the regular?
No, just regular skeletons.
Okay.
Yeah. Their only chance of escape was to cut through that unit and then just run.
They probably could have if they had turned and done that like the very first round that they were surrounded. That would have worked.
But now it's
right. They were like, okay, we're in it for the long haul. Take out the
go.
big guys first. But the warriors finished them.
There's 2 HP left on one knight, standing, wavering unsteadily on his feet. Oh, there he goes.
The regular skeletons bring him down.
Oh, God. Okay.
Lay their bones is the last command from our necromancer. And the skeletons will descend upon the dead. And I think we'll
go to our second break.
See you on the other side.